I understand and agree that Republicans are stupid, but unfortunately, they definitely have realized that in response to saying that women can't vote if they have a different name than is on their birth certificate, a lot of women will just stop getting married or stop taking their husband's or partner's last name.
So thank you for letting the whole world know that you fall for liberal propaganda and you don't actually read the articles, you only read the headlines. So she's saying in this video that Republicans are trying to make it to where married women can't vote because their last name is different than their birth certificate. And that comes from this Newsweek article that says married women could be stopped from voting under SAVE Act, which is a bill introduced by Representative Chip Roy and is intended to amend the National Voter Registration Act to ensure that all people registering to vote are U.S. citizens. Down into this article because the mainstream media wanted to hide the truth and she clearly didn't. It says the SAVE Act lists several types of documentation that would be accepted, including a form of identification issued consistent with the requirements of the Real ID Act of 2005. Do you know what that is? That's literally just a driver's license or a state issued ID, which any American citizen over the age of 18 should have. I don't understand how an adult functions without an ID. Forms include passport, valid military ID, forms of tribal identification, and proof of naturalization. Then it says at the bottom here, many of these forms of ID other than a passport either include a birth certificate or must be presented alongside a birth certificate. Yeah, that's a lie. The actual bill right here says these are the acceptable forms of ID. So like the article said, the Real ID Act 2005, valid passport, military ID, a valid government issued photo ID card issued by federal, state, or tribal government showing that the applicant's place of birth was in the United States. And then the last one, a valid government issued photo ID issued by any of these other than the identification described in paragraphs 1 through 4. So this is an ID that does not fall in these first 4 categories. If that's the case, then you have to provide a birth certificate. You don't have to do it for the first 4, only if your ID does not fall in the first 4. Therefore, if you have a normal ID like you should have as an adult, you're fine. But unfortunately, her and many others are spreading this misinformation all over the place. But yet, she's going to say Republicans are stupid.